Nothing like a little CPI degeneracy in the morning to get the blood pumping, the juices flowing, the money moving. Well, come along for the ride. I got to do the intro. It's part of my brand. Come on, let's go. Well, I actually recorded some of these trades this morning because CPI and big news releases can be, well, entertaining. They can be very entertaining. To set the stage here, I traded something that I had never traded last night, and that I will probably never trade again. The Nikkei. I think the Nikkei is like the Japanese version of the Nasdaq or the Chinese version of the Nasdaq, and it got a hold of me last night, and I got stuck in an order. It was incredibly late. I bought just like what you see here on the NASDAQ. I bought at the bottom of the range, expecting it to come back up, and I ended up holding that joker all freaking night long. And I wake up this morning, and it finally came back and got me out at my price target, and I am plus like $800. I did one trade right here that you can see. So I'm probably plus like 815 to wake up and start my morning today. And then CPI happens, and here we go. That is a wild print. I'm going to pause this right here for just a second because a lot of the times this right here will bait me in short. I will see that it stops, and then I think, okay, well, this giant move that we're fixing to look at up is what happens down. So I almost got short right here, which would have been devastating because it runs up another 200 points. Yeah, it is wild how much it moves and how much money it just engulfs. That is millions of dollars engulfed in like 20 seconds right there. Actually, hundreds of millions of dollars. That is a big giant move. 200 points straight up. I get short. That gives me about 200 bucks. Here I'm going to get short again. This is one contract. This is my brand new Top Step Express funded account. Um, yeah, and I'm just skimming. I'm just scalping. That's all I'm trying to do is just scalp. If the market will give it to me. That was what $160 on that one. Um, this is gold. This is not the Nasdaq. This is gold. That was what 40 bucks. And I come back to oh, I thought I came back to the Nasdaq. One of these on gold I get stuck in. It's this one right here. I get stuck in this trade, and then I have to buy my way out of it. DCA. Well, DCA is frowned upon in Apex, but in Top Step, it's an open door policy. Come in, you do what you want. If you make money, awesome. If you lose money, well, sorry about your luck. Well, yeah, I will have to keep that in mind too, right? Because it's very easy for me to fall back into this habit, and it's actually a bad habit. But when it works great. When it doesn't work, like if this trade was to not work, it would have became very painful very quickly. But with Top Step, there is no trailing drawdown either. So if you're up on a trade or up on your day, you're only losing the money. You're not losing the money plus your ability to have the drawdown. That is a plus for Top Step. Not that I am advocating, I am just saying. So I'm trying to get confirmation here of where the heck are we now that I am in this bad trade and I don't want to let it go for $380 or $420. So I add two more contracts to this, because I am still convinced that we are going to roll back off, that it is going to come back down to earth, and it eventually does. After it puts me through it, I didn't realize how high that got. That was negative 600 at the top of that last candle right there. But it eventually comes and rolls down, and now I am worried that I am not going to get out, so I move my target up for those first two contracts. In hindsight, I should have just left them, but whatever. It is what it is at this point. It's always crazy when you go back and look at your trades and be like, dude, why did you do that? Why didn't you, instead of getting a short right there, why didn't I go long right there? Why did I get short into this? That I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Was ultimately right, but it was painful to sit through for sure. Almost as painful as watching this trade not go to the target. Go to the target. Oh man. What a wild day though. It's 11 o'clock. I am done trading. I'm not, yeah. You'll you'll see why here in just a minute. I think there's one more trade on the NASDAQ that I take after this. Um, this right here is so frustrating to me because you see the level. You see the level right here that it is created, and I am just waiting for it to break underneath. Go to your home. Yeah, I should have left. Yeah. Anyway, all in all, it worked out. Telling you, there's something to being able to trade gold along with the Nasdaq. It can scorch you alive if you get both of them wrong, but being able to trade both of them together is quite the added benefit that I've unlocked for myself. Um, I think there's two more trades on the Nasdaq, and then I put this away for a little bit. I did though. As soon as that first candle started printing at the at the opening of CPI, I was like, "Oh, this is fixing to dump back off." And boy, was I wrong. And I am so glad that I did not get short because, well, that would have been instantly painful. That would have been instant death. It's a crazy part about this too. There's so many different ways to make money in the market. Um, could have gone long and gotten paid. You could have gone short and gotten paid. Just got lucky, I guess. You see me frantically searching. Do I have this right? Do I have this wrong? um, this one goes back up and comes back down. I take a small win on it. Finally, now it has me frustrated because it's not breaking lower. I wanted it to keep going, and then it's not participating. I guess this is the last trade of this. I'll just let it play out. But yeah, again, it's made a base and it's not wanting to break below the base. You see the cursor frantically moving, like, dude, just break that level. Ah, finally gonna come back down. Flip to break even. Trail it down. I was hoping to get more out of it, but that's it. That's all I got out of it. So we flip back over here to the NASDAQ. I had traded, or excuse me, gold. I had traded one trade in gold this morning and one trade in the NASDAQ. This one right here, this was a short for 5 contracts, 10 ticks, 5 contracts. And then I switched over and I took just one somewhere over here. Maybe there it is. This was a 1 contract trade for 8 ticks. And that gives us a grand total of 5705 on the day. Just a little bit short of 1,000 on those 4 Apex accounts. But the magic thing about that is they are all over the trailing threshold now. $6,600+ in those. 2171 in the brand new Top Step account. And I am done and could not be more freaking happy with my day. I made it through without dying. I made it through without having to hear Jerome Powell speak later on this afternoon. I might come back and trade the Top Step account, maybe with some micros this afternoon and try to pad it. It would be sweet to bring that to 3K by the end of the day. Um, but yeah, that's a pretty solid freaking day. That's a solid week. The goal has been reached for those 250K accounts. Obviously, I still have to trade them like I have been for at least 3 more days out of 10. You're able to have 2 flip days, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to trade them just like I have been. I will not trade the Nikkei again. That was a bad choice. Bad choice. Don't do it. Don't do it. Bad decision there. If I'm gonna, that's another thing. If I'm going to venture out and do something outside of the realm of what I normally do, I need to do that with an eval and not something as hard to unlock as a big funded account. That was not smart. I got very lucky to wake up to profit this morning instead of max drawdown. So anyway, there you go. There's my CPI day. Uh, as always, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Take care.